Alright, so what we've got here today is our latest survival kit from Coghlan. Coghlan's a Canadian company. I believe they're based out of Winnipeg. So I've already cut the tape on that. So first thing you look at is the packaging. Minimal packaging, which is good. It's in a bag. Get this open. It's stapled shut. Okay, neat little bag. Probably find a use for that for something. Alright, so what they've got is their survival guide. It's in, their survival guide. It's in English and French. Look through it. Tells what's in the kit now. Tells you how to make a shelter. Actually, how to put it together without using any kind of binding or anything. Yeah, have to go through that. Not bad looking. Guess I don't need my knife today. Waterproof pouch. Oh, that's cool. I like the way that opens. Alright, so let's just get right into it and see what we have. Fluorescent orange tape. It's not actual tape per se. It's this kind of plastic that you can put around. Use it for anything. What do we got here? A little salt package. Yeah, salt. That's what we used to use back in the day when you were in a factory. You used to have salt pills they'd give you out when it was really hot. Little button compass. Set that there. See if it gives me north. Play with it a bit. Yeah, it'll give you north. So I know north is over this way because Lake Ontario is to the north of me, which doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. But Lake Ontario is north. Most people think everything below Lake Ontario is the U.S., but no, we're in Canada and Lake Ontario is to the north. Okay, what do we got in here? Fish line, a couple of hooks, and a couple of sinkers. I think they're supposed to be, or little beads. I don't even think they're sinkers. I'll have to pull one out and take a look. No, they're just little beads. So, little beads you can put on your line, try and draw in the fish. Have to look at the package and see how much fishing line there is. Razors, signal whistle, sterile pads, elastic, orange, trail tape. Oh, I don't want to keep you here. Oh, 30 feet of fishing line. Alright, so you got 30 feet of fishing line. Stick that back in. And those are all resealable containers. Alright, I'll open this one. I'll pull each one out. Oh. Okay, so there's a sewing needle stuck in this one. I guess they did that because they couldn't put it in anything else. Just some basic rope to tie some stuff off with. And some more. Looks like it's nylon made. I'm not sure how much is there, but single-edged razor blade. Actually, there's two of those in here. Some safety pins, 2 safety pins. looks like a large and a medium, whatever size. Some wire that's not quite copper colored, so it's almost brass colored. So I'm not sure what you'd use that for. It's a little stiff to be using for a snare or something, but you probably could get away with it. And a spool of thread, black thread. So you can sew some stuff up, and depending on how brave you are and how bad your cut is, you could stitch yourself up. That's why I keep a suture kit in my my first aid bag. Actually, I think I have 2 of them. Now, I wouldn't suggest anybody to suture their own cuts, not unless it's an absolute emergency. I did it when I was younger a couple times, just because I could. And it worked out for me, but sometimes it doesn't work out. You can get a pretty bad infection if you haven't got it cleaned. Alright, what do we got here? We got some writing paper, a little pad of that, some 4 alcohol pads, some small bandages, some bigger bandages, another even bigger bandage, the big square ones, and this, I'm not really sure what this is. This could be some form of butterfly bandage. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You can cut to the size you need. But that's what it appears like. And then a sterile gauze pad. So you got a bit of stuff there for your first aid. There's actually quite a lot in here. I'm surprised. Mirror. I want to take that. Yeah, it's a peel off front where the wording's on there. So you can see you can actually get some light. That's good. These are the Mylar blanket. Those are amazing. Most people that have them have not had to use them. I've actually had to use these. We were out, it was 3 degrees, no power. We were staying at a little cabin. And the cabin, you couldn't use a fireplace. So there was no way to get heat. We ended up using a very large Mylar blanket and one of these smaller ones to put over us. We had the bigger one underneath and a smaller one on top, and in the middle of the night, I tell you, we needed it to keep warm, and they really work. Alright, what else we got in here? You've got a whistle, a peed whistle. Peed whistles, alright, they're good under most conditions. They're not very good if they get wet or if it's really cold, but they still work. Looks like fire tinder, little tinder sticks. There's a pair of them, so you can get quite a few fires with those. Candles, really important. What else we got in here? 12-hour light stick. Now those you have to change out, the light sticks. They have a shelf life, so you will have to change them out eventually. Let's see, a little pencil pre-sharpened for you. Emergency rain poncho. Just a clear one. They're probably pretty thin, but they'll work. And a book of paper matches. Alright, paper matches. Anybody knows anything about matches, as soon as these get damp, they're useless. They do come in a little sealed container, and then your bag. So your bag can be used for carrying water, holding water. That's the only thing I don't see in here, is any kind of purification for the water. And this is right around $30 US, just under. So it is a minimal survival kit. So you can make fire if it's dry out. You can keep the water off you. This you could probably use to put some sticks up in the middle, make a little shelter out of it. Depending on how big the Mylar is, you can do the same with that, and that will actually reflect the heat if you can get a fire going. First aid kit for scrapes and scratches and that, just to keep them clean. And maybe write a note to yourself. Signal mirror. You can get some people. The razors will be good for making some shavings and that off of wood. You can catch some fish, maybe, if you can get some worms, or catch some insects and that. That would be good for that. The hooks aren't real big, so they'd be good for that. And then your survival kit and your little bit of salt. So that's what's in the Coghlan kit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all this back in together, and the next video we're going to do is I'm going to show a bunch of the survival kits we have, and put them all together, and people can decide what's best for them, for their price point and everything. Like I said, this is about the cheapest one that we've shown. I'm going to try and get some more. I've got 3 of these small kits and a 72-hour kit, so we'll be showing those, comparing those. So that's it. This is Coghlan. You can find Coghlan on Amazon, or you can go to their website and get it from there. Canadian is just under $40, US just under $30. So that's what you can get for that. So hopefully that helps you. And this is Observer Canadian. Hit the like button and subscribe to us if you want to see more of this content. And I think we're going to do a lot of emergency stuff. So we got the emergency stuff. Keep everything right in this area, all of our stuff. So we've got pretty much everything in here to keep us alive, including water, food, and everything. So we'll go through this. I'll get a bigger area, and hopefully we'll see you soon.